Hello everyone out there, welcome back to the Phantom's Fanatic YouTube channel. I am back with another review, and obviously I'm continuing my reviews of the Predator movies, and ironically, this one's called Predators, not the Harvey Weinstein or Epstein fuckers. Okay, anyways, obviously this is the third Predator movie released in 2010, starring Adrian Brody, Topher Grace, Walton Goggins, Mahershala Ali, Danny Trejo, Lawrence Fishburne, and others, and it was directed by Nimrod Ental. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And it was produced by, what's his face? Robert Rodriguez. And obviously this film, the plot is very in line with the first Predator movie instead of the second one, to where these group of mercenaries slash warriors, or just predators, one of the characters call themselves, is dropped down into this planet where they are hunted by the predators, and they get chased down. It's like a hunting preserve, practically, and they must work together to survive in this jungle environment against the predators. But the cool thing about this one is that there are two types of predators. There are the super predators, which are just, and then the normal predators. A character in the movie says it's like the same difference between wolf and dogs. They're similar but different. And you even see a classic looking predator, but then you see these new ones, and you even get a fight between them near the end. I will say, I surprisingly liked this one a lot. This is probably the second best one. I like Predator 2 a lot. But the story is what I have problems with that movie. This one, on the other hand, adds so much lore and interesting ideas to the Predator lore and continuity that it is so fucking interesting. I really did enjoy all the lore that's added with this hunting reserve added to what the predators do and stuff like that, and the fact that there's the two different types, the mega predator, the super predators, and the normal predators, and they have like a blood feud going on with each other. I fucking love that for some reason. And the new designs of all these predators, they even have names, like one's called Falconer, one's called Tracker, and then the other one's Berserker. And the designs of their different masks are cool, because they each have, like, uniform traits, like the big Berserker motherfucker has, like, a golden jaw at the bottom of his. And Falconer is like it almost looks like a falcon, his mask, and then the Tracker Predator has, like, tusks. I really enjoy that design choice. The problem where I think this movie does fall apart a tiny bit, just in my opinion, are the characters. And obviously I said that a lot of people, to be honest, the performances in Predator 2 were fun, even though the characters weren't the most interesting. The performances were still really entertaining. Same thing goes here half and half, because, well, you have people like Walton Goggins, Mahershala Ali, and Danny Trejo, and a crazy-ass Lawrence Fishburne doing whatever the fuck he wants to in this movie, being insanely entertaining and charismatic with the characters that they're portraying. You then have a lead of Adrian Brody. I feel like he was majorly miscast in this movie. He cannot deliver his lines. They just seem so dry and uninterested to me. Like, he's like, but I'm fast, or like, we get them in a choke point. Like, the thing is, I don't see him as a badass. I don't. It's just stupid to me. The other ones, I at least kind of think are on the vein of the first movie. I actually did like Isabel as this, like, sniper, because she knows about the first movie's plot, and she mentions that to them, which I really do enjoy, that it still connects to the other ones, even though it's this new story of them being on this alien planet, getting hunted down by the predators on their game reserve. And yeah, where I fall apart is just some of the characters, because Adrian Brody as the lead, I feel like does not work very well. He just gives kind of dry, like grunting deliveries to all of his fucking action dialogue, and I don't think it works very well. The action in this movie is pretty good. The fights between the humans and the predators, and even the predator versus the predator, is still very good because of the updated special effects. I will say I really do like the new modern glow up they give a lot of the predator weaponry and stuff like that. Like the thermal vision's a lot easier to tell what's going on, because in the past it was really fucking hard to tell in the older movies what the fuck was going on with their thermal vision. And then the cloaking technology, instead of being that like weird inverted line thing, it's more of just like a silhouetted thing, which has been the effect used from now on, which I personally really like that. And obviously the plasma casters getting upgraded and all that stuff, and that I have no fucking problem with. That really works for me. And there is still a good amount of practical effects used for the predators when they're unmasked. Even though the super predator is completely CG with its mask off, or at least its head is, because it's a bigger design and more emotionally expressive, which is fine. I think it still works. The CG relatively holds up for the most point in this movie, and there are some pretty dope ass kills, like a guy ripping the predator ripping the skull and head off of somebody in one swoop, killing them at the same time. And as I said, I really do like the additions to the lore, like the fact that they use tracking dogs, which are yet again some great puppets. The fact that they're on this planet, and I would love to see some other ideas, like they get chased by this other creature that might have been another prey of the predator. Like, that's a cool idea. And the fact that there's this random big ass spaceship that Lawrence Fishburne is hiding out in. I feel like it would be interesting to see Lawrence Fishburne's side of this, because he killed a predator, then he took their technology so he could survive on his own. I really do enjoy that little twist with his character. A twist that I don't enjoy with somebody's character is Edwin, the doctor, played by Topher Grace. Yeah, but minor spoilers, even though I'm fucking mad. Like, this is such a stupid twist. So, each of the characters stands Walton Goggins like a murderous rapist killer, and all of them are like in combat experience and stuff like that, like like Hanzo, a Yakuza member, or Adrian Brody, a mercenary, or a sniper. Topher Grace is a doctor, and it turns out that he's some murderous psychopath at the end who tries to kill the main characters. He's like, I want to stay. I like the people here. I belong here with the with the monsters. And I'm like, what the fuck? You were just a weenie, annoying character before this, and now you just have a dumbass character twist to explain why you're here. It's fucking stupid. That's all I have to say about that. Is it's fucking stupid. Yeah, fucking. And then another problem that I minorly have is that this movie does make a bit too many callbacks to the first one. Yet again, in Predator 2, you get some callbacks, like the "you're one ugly motherfucker" line, and other lines from the first one. But in this one, you just get it a bit too much. Like, at the end, you have Adrian Brody in mud, like Dutch at the end of the first one, and he throws down the fire and he's like, come on, kill me! Kill me! Even though I kind of like that end fight because it shows more Predator technology where he switches his sensor to get a better look on him. And the death of the Super Predator is fucking cool. And the fight between the normal Predator and Super Predator is a bit is cool, but I feel like there's a bit too much of them just like slamming into each other, which is fine. I get it. It's hard to do that, but it would have been so much cooler to see like plasma casters being fired at each other or some shit like that. But it's fine. And I really do fucking enjoy that we did get a Predator on sword battle between the Yakuza member Hanzo and the Falconer Predator. I really enjoy that we have a final like blade duel, like, and stuff like that, and it's like classic samurai thing where like he strikes the final blow, but then he also gets his wounds, then he falls. I will also say, the cinematography in this film is probably the best out of the series so far. There are some beautiful, gorgeous shots of the characters walking around. It's a lot more in vein with Predator 1. Predator 2, I had a problem with the cinematography in that, but this one, the cinematography is handled very well, in my opinion. There are some beautiful shots and landscaping of everything that works very well together. The music's also pretty decent. It's not done by Alan Silvestri this time, but I thought that it was pretty good also. But yeah, I do feel like this one, I do like this one a lot. It is very entertaining, the action is good, the characters are half and half for me. Adrian Brody and Topher Grace, I really don't give a fuck about. And as I said, there are a bit too many homages that, in my opinion, take up the fact that they, instead of trying to make up their own lines, they kind of just, copy things from the first one, like when Hanzo does stand his ground, it's like the Billy moment in the first one, or when he's saying, come on, kill me, he already references that like twice, and then he says, what the fuck are you? Like, what the hell are you? And then, but one callback that I like a lot, the Russian guy says in Russian, he says, you're one ugly motherfucker to one of the Predators before blowing him up. That's cool because he says that in a different language. But yeah, so obviously I have some problems with this movie, but I still found it more entertaining. And if you're a Predator fan, I definitely suggest seeing this one. It adds cool ideas to the lore, and and the effects are really impressive. The action is still pretty good. But yeah, that'll be it for this review, so hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe down below if you want to share this with people. I would appreciate that. And if you want to share your opinions in the comment section below, I always love to see those. And yeah, if you have any other movie requests, put them down, and I will see you all next time.